It is okay, it is very okay for a white man to wake up one morning and said, no, I do not like black girls. I can't date black girls. I prefer my own spec. I prefer my own folks. I prefer my own people of my color. But when a black man do the same thing, wake up one morning to say, oh, I prefer my black girls. I don't like black men. I don't like this. It becomes a whole lot of problem. Like, why? Why is it very okay for the palm-colored people to express themselves, and it is not okay for people that look like me to express themselves? I just want to know why, because we're going to be exploring more in this video. Welcome back to the channel. Reality hits, as these people are freaking out over this thing that this particular black guy actually said. And when I was saying it, I don't see any reason for them to freak out, but you know, freak out is already in their nature, right? So let's get right into it. Credit belongs to original creators of every clips and stitches we use in today's episode, and this is just for educational purposes, not to come here to bash anyone, not to come here to insult anyone. I stand a chance to be corrected. Feel free to correct me in the comment section. And with that being said, let's dive right into this video.
Why do white people always wonder when you tell them, like, yeah, I don't date white people? They always like, what? Oh my God, you don't date white people? Like, you really think that you're the standard? Like, you're just not. It's multiple reasons, and we can start at this thing gonna be 10 minutes, but let's just make it fun. So besides the fact that the lipless community has oppressed our people for over 400 years, and time after time again, every time you tried to speak to a white woman, then we were either hung or arrested, and we have our ancestors that would just be in our ear the whole time, and we have to deal with your family talking about us behind our backs. And the fact that our cultures never even align to y'all. Take our cultures and then you twist it and then you make it popular and say it was yours the whole time, every single time. Besides all of that, first of all, we just love black women. That's one. Second, culturally, we are different. I've been in Alexandria for 3 years now, and I've been going to the bars, and every time I go, my white friends be like, oh, you don't want to talk to none of these girls? She's hot. She's hot. I'm like, no, she's not. She's not. And then you start talking to them, and it gets very, very weird. And they're like, oh, you probably know this song. And it's like Little John. Like, bro, I don't care. And then once they start doing this, and they start pulling back their hair every 5 seconds, then you're going to jail. Once they get sweaty, clammy, drunk, and start pulling their hair back every 5 seconds, you take that girl home, you're going to prison. A white woman's tears is 15 years. If you've never heard of that, then you're not in the black community. And another thing, why when you meet a white woman in a bar, they trying to kiss you in the mouth? I'm having a regular conversation with this white girl, and she just like, she's like, oh, I didn't know if you wanted to kiss me. No, I don't want mono. And I don't want to kiss you. And why are we kissing out in public? How many dudes did you kiss this week? Every time I go out, by the time that song come on, that be like, closing time. That's white people's, get out of the club song. Closing time. And then they start kissing each other. Like once they turn the lights on in the bar, then you see a whole bunch of people kissing each other, and you would think that, okay, these couples came together. But once you get to know the white people, then you know they just met. They literally just met. Ew. So I know y'all be going raw when you go home. I know you be going raw when y'all be taking them girls home. Over and over and over again. That's why y'all keep on having these cold sores. What is going on in that community? That is just disgusting. My mama taught me sanity, man. And I think that's one of the big cultural differences. And a lot of times you meet these white girls, they haven't showered in 4 days. What is going on with that? What's up with that? If you're not showering, cooking and cleaning is not just a female thing, but me dating females, I would like a woman that knows how to cook and knows how to clean. Just a little bit, at least. I could take it from there, goodness gracious. And y'all just going home and going raw? Do y'all not know how this affects your community? Another thing, what's up with the cats? You go over a white woman's house and there's cats on the kitchen counter. What's up with the cat? Look, I'm a dog person. I lay up with my dog all the time. But what's up with the cats on the kitchen counter? When I was growing up, my mom wouldn't even let dogs in the kitchen. Y'all got cats on the stove. Give me the heebie-jeebie. And the fact that y'all think everything y'all do is the standard is insane. Like, even little stuff like vodka, you'd be like, well, everybody drinks vodka, bro. Remy Martin, me. Another thing, why every time y'all get thick, you be telling me, like, do I look thick? I think I should come down. I should get skinnier. And then all of the young girls want to be thick, and then they want to get lips, and then they want to get rid of. It's like y'all want to cosplay black women and then get rid of the features and then get it back. It's like you're in a game of Sims. Like, bro, this is our real life. We living like this. This is not The Sims. This is not GTA for us. Y'all are insane. Anyway, to the Clear Coalition, the Cream Color Colonizers, the Mayo Monsters, this is not to offend you at any moment, you know, but this is just to let you know why we don't be dating outside of our race.
It's no secret that I love black men, right? But I will never be with another African man in my life. You know why?
They don't try and shake it.
Because my last relationship, we were doing so great. I told him I wanted to marry him. He told me the same. And then literally a couple weeks later, he broke up with me for no reason. And said, I love you, but I just can't be with you. Because I don't know how to commit to someone. I don't know how to be with one person the rest of my life. And it just scares me.
Definitely a Yoruba man.
And then, I was just talking to another African man. And his fucking wife texts me. His wife.
This one will be Igbo man.
This man lied about his age. He lied about his name. He lied that he had a child. Or that he didn't have a child.
Nigerian men are in
He
love.
does. And the fact that he has a whole fucking wife. I'm done.
You should be done, sis.
Don't even talk to me if you're African. I'm good.
Listen here, white people, for all y'all saying I'm racist, I'm so insulting, I'm generalizing people, I'm just a dirty black man with 5 baby mamas and I don't know what I'm talking about, no white woman ever wanted me anyway, let me talk to you real quick. First of all, let's go through 2024. Beginning of the year, we heard a podcast with these white people on the podcast talking about how dirty black people are because we use washcloths and black people don't know how to bathe themselves and they bathe themselves every day and they drying out their skin. That's just one. Second, I heard a stand-up video of Shane Gillis, and he was implying that he would rather live in a country with all white people with no black people around. That's just 2. Number 3, we had Tony Hinchcliffe got on a Trump rally, and not only did he talk about Puerto Ricans, because all y'all talked about was what he said about Puerto Ricans, but y'all didn't bring up the fact that he said around Halloween that his black friends wasn't carving pumpkins, they was carving watermelons. You ain't say nothing about that. Then, Tony Hinchcliffe, and his Kill Tony show, the YouTube show, is the most racist show that you would ever see in your life. It's not even funny. I could see if it was funny. At least Shane Gillis is funny with his racism sometimes. That Kill Tony show is just spewing out racism, and it's not any comedic relief. It's not funny at all. And the same man, Tony Hinchcliffe, is the same man that went on a podcast and said he does not like dating black women, and he's got all these reasons why he would never date a black woman, and they're at the bottom of the totem pole of all the different women to date. Whew. Now, I didn't say nothing all year. Go through my page. I didn't say nothing all year. I never said, oh, this is racist. I never cried about this. I never said, oh, well, he needs to be quiet. He needs to be canceled. Because y'all said, when y'all was voting for Trump, that y'all are tired of cancel culture. It's just jokes. People need to stop being so sensitive. And this wokeism is killing America. Oh, I didn't say nothing all year, right? I ain't say nothing all year. Let me tell you something, where I'm from, I don't cry about nothing. I fight fire with fire. If you want to make jokes, I got jokes too. So now you sensitive? Now I'm racist? Now you crying? Now you can't take a joke? Oh, all these people talking about I was following you, I was a follower of you until this video. I don't give a. Let me tell you something. I didn't see you make no videos that talked about how Trump's racism was killing America. I ain't see you make no videos about Tony Hinchcliffe, Shane Gillis. I ain't see you no videos defending black women at all this year. The whole 2024, I ain't say a word. Now the last day of the year, I get on here and tell you why I don't date white women, and now it's a problem. I told you about white people's hygiene after white people was talking about black people's hygiene all year, and now it's a problem. Okay. Y'all sat here and ruined America voting for a racist, bigot businessman, and y'all said Kamala was the lesser of 2 evils when she's the most educated and the most qualified, and y'all said she's not qualified for a job that she's already worked right under the main person that's working. Y'all about to piss me off. But last but not least, for all of those guys that saying that white women would never want me and I'm some unsuccessful broke dude that probably live in the projects and I got 5 baby mamas, let me just tell you this. I just came from eating sushi down on the water with a beautiful black woman, a dark-skinned black woman. Now I'm 10 stories up, you know, with my 5 kids looking over the city. You know, with my beautiful 5 kids. So no disrespect to this person in this comment section, a little bit of disrespect. But anyway, my thing is that you are brainwashed, and I don't think that you notice. I don't think y'all watch sports the way that we watch sports, so I understand why you brainwashed. Like, y'all will watch the draft, and it's like 40 people getting drafted, and then 5 of them got white girls, but the only thing that gets posted on Twitter is the 5 white girls that are with the black man, so of course you want to think this. You know what I'm saying? The thing about it is, us as black men who actually watch sports, like it's 450 people in the NBA, and we really know these dudes and follow them on Instagram, and we actually even know the role players, and we actually see their wives on Instagram. So people like not just LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Chris Paul, Carmelo Anthony, we can go on and on, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Damian Lillard. Like, we can go on and on and on and on and on about black men who have white black wives or black baby mothers or black girlfriends. Josh Hart, like Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter, Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith. We can go on and on and on, but y'all not going to believe us because you're going to go by what you've seen, those 5 images. And it's kind of frustrating for us as black men because if we went on the internet and all we saw on the internet was, oh, white men are better, well, that's why we don't want to date black men all day, and we went by that in real life, then we would actually be depressed. And that's what it seems like you all are. Like this type of women, I think y'all are like comparing yourselves to people because you can't get that type of man yourself. But I can actually attest to saying that I know black women in real life, and the bad ones would never say anything like this out of their mouth, because the baddest black woman, ask any bad black woman in a city like Atlanta or other major cities and ask them, do you think you could pull an athlete? They're going to say yes. Of course they can. But to you all, it looks like the other way around. You know what I'm saying? So let's just break it down to numbers. It's like 450 people in the NBA, right? 450 men. Let's just say 50 of them are white. This is just rough numbers. Let's just say 50 of them are white, right? And then we have like 100, 150 of them are single. And then you have, I can name probably 150, 200 to 250 black men who are only with black women. And y'all don't be knowing these players because it could be a role player. And then on another note, if the player has a wife that's light skinned, then now it don't count. So I believe that y'all are more colorist than us men because we don't really look at a woman and be like, oh, well, you know, he only date light skinned women. Because if you put a bad dark skinned woman in my face and a bad light skinned woman in my face, I say, ¿por qué no los dos? Give me both of them. But the mindset that you all have is so backwards. That's like me looking at Serena Williams and Eve and just saying, oh, see, y'all don't date black men once y'all successful. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's always going to be people, if you don't generalize, it's always going to be people who date outside their race, especially successful men, because successful men will date all types of things. And a lot of these dudes is corny. And then y'all tend to focus on people in the draft. Like, you'll see somebody like Jamal Murray. And us as black men, we watch podcasts with people like Channing and Ryan Clark and Freddie T and stuff like that. Those are the black men that we look up to in our community. But y'all see people like Jamal Murray, and we know Jamal Murray. We don't know him personally, but we know where he's from, where he went to school, and we would never expect him to be with a black woman. So, you know what I'm saying? That's the type of deal that y'all don't understand. Like Jalen Brunson, like he's from Canada or something. Like, we don't expect, a lot of these dudes that's like their parents played in the league, they grew up rich and they went to private school all their life, and then they went to a D1 school and they've only been around like 2 black girls in each school. And you expect them to get a black woman like Kobe Bryant. Like, that's a good example for that. But if we're talking about the rest of these guys, you know what I'm saying? It's just a different outlook for us because we actually know these people. You probably don't even know who Bobby Portis is. But we can probably name 100 role players with black wives, and you can't because you don't watch the NBA. You don't watch the NFL. If you know the NFL, then you know them D linemen is not going out and getting no white girls. If you watch the NFL, you know them DBs, some of these wide receivers. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's just be for real. But for F's sake, if you would like me to make a list of all of the black players that are single and all of the black players that have black women in their life in the NBA out of the 450, let's play the numbers game. Go ahead, drop a comment and tell me that let's play the numbers game, and I guarantee you we're...
Hey, it's me again. To answer your question, so when white people are uncomfortable around black people, that is rooted in racism. However, when black people are uncomfortable around white people, that is rooted in survival. Now, had your question just been, you have a white female friend and they're uncomfortable around a group of men, my answer would be the same. You don't owe me an explanation. If you're uncomfortable, we're out of here. However, because you specifically said a white friend uncomfortable around black men, because I know what you are insinuating, that's rooted in racism. But let's talk about what my actual reaction would be. So I'm with a white female friend. We're around a group of black men. They feel uncomfortable. They want to leave. We'll leave. However, here's the conversation that has to happen right after. Because as white allies, we have to have these tough conversations, even with our friends, especially with our friends. I would ask, what about that group of men made you uncomfortable? If it's because it was a group of men, say less. Because, baby, I would choose the bear 1,000 times over. However, if her response was because they were black or because they were black men, now that changes things. That's another conversation we have to have, and that's also a friendship that is going to change if it even exists afterwards. Because, again, what you tolerate is what you are. You can be the biggest anti-racist ally, but if you surround yourself with racist and homophobic people, you're not an ally, baby. You know what I mean? So I hope that answers your question.
How can you even use your mouth as a lady? How can you even use your mouth to tell a black guy that you want to marry him? Did you get the statement that she actually said? I told him I want to marry him, and he told me he want to marry me, and then a week later he broke up with me with no reason. Like, look at this melanin popping skin. Like, who do not want to rock with melanin popping skin? Do not get me wrong. I'm not bashing anybody out there. I'm not saying that they are not beautiful. They are beautiful. They are spectacular. But I feel like personally, I can deal with my folks better. Like, I can deal with my color better than you. Before I will go to 15 years in prison because your tears dropped. Because at the end of the day, you can just literally wake up one morning and start crying for me to go to prison. And who wants all of that? And I've seen different videos of these white folks whereby they can literally tell you that they also do not want to date a black guy because, one, their parents, I saw a particular lady's video that she said her parents said she should never bring a black guy home. That any day she bring a black guy home, they're going to disown her. I saw a lady of another person that she said she literally broke up with a black guy because the black guy, whenever she is with her friends, they make her feel so ill, like this person is not even worth your class and so on and so forth. And then I keep asking myself, because looking at that person's video, I believe that a melanin popping skin will actually do better than that kind of person. So a lot of people have preferences and who they actually prefer to like rock with, who they actually prefer to like go with. Like, how do we even stay in a public space in a bar? We are just meeting and we are kissing already. Like, how does that even sound? But you know, some of them see it as it's nothing. I know that some black people as well see this as it's nothing, but it is okay for people to actually make up their choice and be like, okay, this is the kind of person that I want. And you can't change it. So when I actually went to this guy's comment section and a lot of them were like bashing this guy out there because he actually said this, I was like, that is your people's business. That is who he wants. We melanin popping skin want our melanin popping skin people. Like, we don't need to come and start having extra mixture. Do you get? So let people do with what they want. There are some black girls as well that will literally tell you that the only person they can actually date is white people. Do you get? They want white people. So when you see people doing things, you don't just freak out on them. You just leave them because it is their choice. That is what he wants. And you can't change it. And then you, if you want a white person, you can go for a white person. Just like one celebrity that came up one certain time. What's that his name again? Holy Spirit, help me. Ginger. That Ginger guy that came up on a podcast and he said it publicly that I don't want black girls. I don't want black girls. I can't date black girls. I can't date black women. Do you get? When he made that statement, a lot of girls were freaking out. And I did a video, I was like, there is no point of you to freak out, because look at the person that is talking that he don't want a beautiful girl like you, and you're freaking out. And it's even good that this person is even airing out, so that you will know that this person do not like black girls, so there is no point for me as a black girl to go and attach myself to him. Or probably he must have been deceiving some black girls that, oh, he loves them, but seeing that particular podcast, they'll be able to know their level and know that, yeah, this is how it is. So this is not freaking out level. Everybody have choice. Everybody have what they want. People should do what they want and go with their choice. As far as I'm concerned, me that is sitting here, I can tell you for the whole fact that there is literally nothing you can give me today that will make me fall for a white guy. Like, I will never try it, right from my singlehood till this my marriage point. So, and that is why I actually married my own husband that is dark skinned like me, so that I know that yes, this is the kind of person that I really want to roll with. Why I have some friends that are married to white guys, and they will tell you that they literally do not care anything about black person, right? So it's just a matter of preference. There is no cause for alarm. There's no cause of shouting. It's not when we come here as black to say our own that it will be problem, but when you people come here to say your own, we'll just embrace it, laugh, and just go like that. Mediocrity do not pay the bills. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. Which do you prefer? Do you prefer black or do you prefer colored? Which color are you? Let us know in the comment section. Anyway, subscribe, like, comment, and share. Credit belongs to original creators of every clips and stitches we have in our today's episode. And guys, with no further ado, I'm going to be saying bye. I'll see you guys in my next one. This is just for educational purposes. I stand a chance to be corrected. We do not support any form of violence in this page, and we do not support any form of fight in this page. But I would love to get your opinion in the comment section. Which particular race will you prefer? Will you be mixed, or do you prefer your own particular race for you to get married or relationship or friendship with? Whichever one you choose, let me know in the comment section. And bye for now. I'll see you in my next one. Do not touch the dial. Come back for more. I love you guys. Mwah.